How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. My name is Capital E, and today we'll be playing part 12 of Horizon Forbidden West. And I think we're like a couple missions away from the end, so next week the story should end, and I'm gonna probably focus on another game. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoy this. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching this as a video afterwards. Let's play. I was a little bit late today because I got from work late, but still I'll try to make it 3 hours if I'm not that tired. But let's start. Everything seems to be okay, so yeah. Okay, I was doing some side missions offline, so yeah, gotta return to the base. Why waste this when I can travel? If only I could spawn inside the base. It'd be a lot better if I could. Just want to make sure that the game quality, the audio quality is good. Seems like it's good enough. I don't have to worry about that. You're probably hearing my computer on the background. It's buzzing a little bit. Not that bad.
I just think she talks a little. You would too, if you knew everything there is to know about everything.
There she is. Heard you had an interesting time at Thebes.
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Errand.
He's probably
Have you
preparing
spoken
for
with
the.
Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the
difficult
archives
battles
like a giddy
on the
kid
Earth.
drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
Ash,
As soon as you...
I'll give you the...
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
Did Alva make it here all right?
Our new Quen friend. The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. I should go get this to...
Of course.
Oh, of course, there's one more dialogue.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale, I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room
She's
so
a
she
data
could see
miner.
for herself.
Hey.
She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alba. Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths.
They're
Me, I
rediscovering
think I'll stick to
life's
singing to calm the
nicest
nerves.
things. Small happiness.
How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
Nah, man, sometimes we need to have a league of it.
How to go with the chorus after we fix the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be
I'm glad. They're lucky. I need to get...
right. That means we'll be...
Maybe I should do this. Maybe get him a new arm. He might be more powerful to help him.
Aloy!
Where's our new focus,
Right
though?
to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's
Late
more
fuck CO.
ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
Yeah, you crazy CEO there.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
Exactly, and
A
there's no
diviner
limitations.
has never
Nothing's
had this sort
classified.
of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Makes me
Beta
question
mentioned
if
other
we
Zeniths.
interpreted
Tilda,
our history
Ravenna,
correctly.
and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are.
DNA twins.
I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes.
Exactly.
I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
Hey man,
I know better now,
they got
of
it
course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living
Good
embodiment
for the
of Ted
shareholders,
Faro.
yes, not the Empire.
It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door, and more convinced that the title of CO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's
He
essence
basically
and
became
some
insane.
kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The
Lost
Quen
his
are
mind.
wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
Well, the Emperor is probably gonna come for you now, so...
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
Another CEO.
The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor.
I'm getting a lot
But
of
the
lore
Board of
for the
Overseers
Quad.
claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
Probably killed, executed.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge.
What?
Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
Thank you about that.
I need...
All I need, the plan Gaia told me about, it will help set things.
I hope so.
Then
Okay. Maybe I should go talk to my twin. There's a lot. I'm curious. It's locked? That's not good. Something's up. I don't like this.
Pizza? Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered.
Train the body. Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it.
We're gonna finish
if you
your arm
have a
before we
moment.
go on a suicide mission.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by... a mistake.
Oh, imagine he has like a
single
robo arm that
miscalculation.
can one punch everything.
There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up. Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
You wanted to talk...
Indeed. It's time to tell.
Okay.
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there.
Then I'll let you know what...
You have my
I
Then
Like I said.
May the 10.
Yo, how long is this mission, man? Go to the meeting place. Is he gonna fight? Who is he gonna fight?
I think this is where Kotalo wanted to test out his new arm. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
Test the arm,
Thank you for waiting.
and then let's go.
Maybe
capture
now you can tell me
Hephaestus.
what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
What is this guy up to? I trust him.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
Okay, Kotalo, what do you want?
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right,
we'll
talk
see.
to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm. On that. Oh, you'll see. Come. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
But where's your arm?
Oh, you'll see.
I'm
And
not
why is
gonna
he
help.
saying you'll see? He just keeps saying you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Oh, I'll be damned. We got a mecha arm now in the game. The arm looks sweet though.
After you.
You'll see.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Electricity.
I need to fly to find out what happened to Kotalo. I'm not giving up.
Yo, calm the fuck down. Yo, whoa, just... This guy was yes. I like the new arm.
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame.
Oh, come on,
Anything
man.
else feels
Take the new arm. Help me fight.
wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it. But the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it
I
any
like
other way.
this. I like this.
You have my thanks
He's still gonna use it
for doing
when
this
he
with me.
needs to.
Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The 10 be with you, Aloy.
Thank you. Where's the big green ones? The big ones. Now I gotta return to base. Okay, let's go do the mission, Gemini. Finally, I thought that there was some sort of variations in the game. That if Kotalo I don't help get his arm, he's not gonna help me in the mission. He has a leap.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Okay. Tell me the rumor. What's up?
Choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons.
Okay.
If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, to knock or not.
I'll make sure to pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
Bruh. Sometimes I swear this game, man.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself.
Okay.
It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
Shit.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
4.5?
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Bad shape?
Okay.
What do you mean by in bad shape?
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
That's why it was locked.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
I'll protect
Laurel
you.
and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing.
She's basically a bitch.
I don't know what you have that I don't. I looked through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth.
She never had someone
The
supporting her.
difference is,
Never had a dad
I had him,
or a mother.
Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can
Getting
win.
pretty deep with the conversation here.
You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you.
I might actually regret that, choosing that piece of dialogue.
But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible.
Finally, we got a team.
I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
More
Is
dialogue?
it me or did the old...
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider
I
myself
have a
a
feeling
success.
someone is about to die.
Thank you, Erend.
I don't like this.
Glad you're with me.
Okay, enough.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catallo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I should go.
Same here.
Okay, that's final dialogue before the mission,
Aloy.
I guess.
Everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a,
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our... I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny. Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
And that is?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl. What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. You were right, you know. About keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back. Because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
How does everyone seem to you?
Probably
Anxious,
nervous.
but ready. I heard Catallo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said,
I'm glad you're
sure there's no...
no more running. Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon.
I've already got the location of my...
Good.
I heard you and Beta.
News travels.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that...
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them. As the Utah...
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility.
Hey, I like the speech.
If it helps to know you're not.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're from the same clan.
As soon
You'll. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything all right? It sounded...
Not anymore.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and it...
Any more data catch you're on?
all of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel, it's overwhelming to think about.
Listen,
Even so,
learn how to fly
The
first.
Quinn are way ahead of
Then
other
you can go
tribes
to
when
the
it comes
space.
to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was. Perhaps it is better.
Perhaps.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
She's heading
You
out
have
too?
nothing to
damn.
worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail. I've even received some very, you know.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
We'll even the odds soon enough. Anything new around here?
Kotalo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured. Think of what it could do for... But knowing the Imperial family...
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths. You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The Legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the Legacy tells us, anyway. If we can acquire that data every year with Leviathan...
Okay.
That's the thing. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. Would you come with me? You're much better.
Of course.
Thank you.
Make sure you...
Mayor,
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
I appreciate it.
Where's my guy? There you go. I need to talk to you too.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that. I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
That was a stupid question, Aloy.
You
That was a
nervous
stupid
about the
question.
mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best.
I await your...
I like him. He's my favorite character.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta. I guess you heard what happened.
We did.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation.
So, once you'll regain the capacity to mass produce...
Yes.
So,
It is in my human life, so yeah, I could given the name, I must, no matter how aggressive.
that's good.
Indeed.
The missing subordinate function...
Artemis, Eluth, interculturing a new Apollo in December. Unfortunately, all archive.
Ted.
Yes. And impulsive tendencies and instability.
Or were prevented. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining, empowering my, unfortunately, attaining them in the short term is
I guess our best shot at recovery, but we'll need Hephaestus and a...
correct.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us. Until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships. Different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia.
Yeah, she's raising up the AI.
So our plan to capture...
As you wish. We now know...
Which is...
Correct. When we get to Gemini, I will need... The second core is for Hephaestus.
And then you'll be able to...
Not quite. You will need to...
How long will that take?
Because the work...
And the others will...
Correct. The energy...
And then we'll... How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to...
I'm sure she'll... When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I
Yeah,
was
that's
saddened to
sad.
learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans.
Dumbass.
Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
No, probably
Unknown.
kill each other.
My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so. Okay, people. It's time to head out.
Wait, Avengers
I'll get
assemble.
everyone together.
I hope they have each one has a mount. Yeah. That's a lot of mount. Okay, we got the whole team. What the hell are you doing? They're all going together? Oh yeah, of course, it's one facility. Oh, we're already in Gemini. Oh, I see. Is that the empty thing I discovered?
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off.
I don't know, man. I have a bad feeling
Gaia?
about this.
Let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
I think I'm gonna have monsters fighting.
Elizabeth
lot of
Sobek,
machines
Alpha
gonna come
Prime.
fight.
Activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected in area escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
What machines?
Vor'll stay here. Protect Beta.
Spot, got it.
Be careful.
Fire damage?
Stay back!
What are you doing in it?
Aloy, are you alright?
Aloy! Help!
Get back!
Just run, Aloy. What are you doing?
Over here, you!
Get it. Whoa, 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 whoa! Calm down!
Aloy, get a hand over here!
Really angry.
Draw it away from Beta! Stay back! Get back!
Arch fire.
Here's ammo!
What are you doing, Aloy? Why shouldn't you? You're not ready.
Over here, you!
Much better.
Aloy, get a hand over here! How are they still standing? Draw it away from Beta!
That's all of them for now. You two okay? Sorry, I had to check something out. You were saying something before I left?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Deeper into the facility.
Oopsie, what
I'll drive it back here.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keepers deeper into the facility.
I'll
drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keepers deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
Should be fixed now. Okay, so let's pursue this guy. I knew it was going to be a long mission. Just didn't know how long it was going to be. Yeah. Basically,
Okay, let's see. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. I'll pick these up.
Okay, I got my health back.
Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. No, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Oh,
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
next.
Now how to get up there?
What the hell? What am I supposed to do here? Oh, she's dead.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
I never knew I could use a pole-caster, man. That's some bullshit. This deep in the game. Maybe because I was not doing cauldrons, I got caught off guard.
It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
I don't like this at all.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Defenseless chip materials there.
Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them.
Aloy, I've managed managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
The power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
Guess not.
I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers. Just a little longer. Okay. I'll drive the Festus out of here.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks. I should deal with these machines first.
What the fuck?
Engage structural analysis sub. Countermeasures deployed. Secondary defenses.
Where's the machine?
Oh, great. The machine's on the way. Zeta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do. There, she's holding.
Oh no, 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 no. Don't fall down, bitch. going on, man? Yes. Hey, by the way, sorry, man. I did not see your name. How do you pronounce this name? Sammy? Sammy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I was concentrated on the boss, so I did not see your comment. I'm sorry. I like to love Nora's original from the beginning of the story. It's more beautiful. Can she rate? Well, I'm in the middle of a story mode, so maybe later.
Able to override it now.
I like this outfit.
Nice.
So.
Thanks.
And I like it. Maybe not right now, but soon enough. Maybe at the end of the story, I'll put it on. Maybe like after the mission. Because right now, this mission is like looking like a pain in the ass. Need some glass space. I'm not getting it. Need some health too. By the way, did you already play out everything? All the missions and everything? I'm just trying to find, because this the spear has been my biggest weapon. Where's the glass place when you need it? Finally. I like this spear a lot, so I was so concentrated on the game I did not even see a comment, so sorry about that.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Better not, because this boss fight all pain in the ass.
Great. Festus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Hey, wait. I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
You could
Come on,
reinforce it
Beta,
with
you
a
really-
conversion
Stop
cylinder.
asking Alo, you're the
For
smarter one.
increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
Might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield. Alright. Need to drive Festus out of here. Got it. Machine's weak against frost.
You saw me? How the hell did you see me? Need to hide more. Need to be a lot more sneaky. The guy does not see me. They're not, you don't see me. You don't see me. Still there. Want some advanced purge water trap. I'm gonna do that right now. Faster. I swear to God, this guy just keeps spamming shit. Come on, man. That's what you're supposed to do. Attack them when they're weak. By the way, Sammy, you're still here?
Intruder detected. Activating countermeasures. Cease in place. Arsenal's defenses deployed.
Oh, here we go again.
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Finally learn how to play the game. About time. Come on. Fuck you, boys. I gotta let me look. Yeah, is that how you want to play it, bitch? Keep trying shit. That's it. Oh, yeah, I still got you. Spam shit too, brother. Don't worry. I can be cheap too.
And there. Node access restored. Now you can override it. Good work. You did the heavy lifting.
Who can play this game?
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Namely, I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Oh no.
The machine that Festus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No. Just stay where you are, okay? Calm the machine's
Okay. Be safe.
Okay. Let's see how it goes.
Deploying priority.
Get it first. Thing's on its legs at the moment. I think it's charging up.
Well, goddamn T-Rex, bro. Oh no, 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 no!
Finished charging. It's covered in plasma.
Purge water. What am I supposed to do now?
He got plasmoding. It's gonna explode any second. Oh!
Come on, man.
It's charging up again.
Oh, man. Yo, come on, man.
Maybe turn. It's done.
Fuck me, man. That was stressing.
You did it! There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
It's not a spine. Purge water and fire. The most damage I think is a purge water who did that. I got saved because of the purge water. Instead of waiting for him to walk in, I could have shot the purge water myself, but did not think of that. And it's taking so much time just to complete this. That's a good weapon. I want that.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Better run to the core.
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
It's gonna take me a couple hours to get there, but I'll get there.
Because of
No
you,
issues.
Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl.
War's gonna die.
Couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Varl is a good warrior, but I need brain. It's gonna take me a couple hours to get, but I'll get there. Just checking my stats here for my short. Okay, not so bad. My short is doing fine. I'm bringing this weapon because I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. Might as well cheese it. Aloy taking her sweet little time. I'm almost there. Hello. I bought a nice weapon. Don't mind me. Look at them waiting for me. It's like, hey, look, what the hell are you doing now? I'm coming, don't worry. Just like a new weapon here. Maybe I should go get the second one.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained.
Now we gotta hack it.
And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
It's like they're driving a pirate ship, navigating a pirate ship, sorry. They can't drive a ship. I'm guessing they navigate. I can finally fly.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Did he just go
Ooh! Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around!
Come on, run away.
Yeah, we're having fun, right?
Shit. Oh. Did not. Oh.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
Tilda betrayed. So Tilda actually was a helper.
Beta. Varl.
Holy shit, Varl is dead. Still can't believe it, he's actually dead.
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
Imagine it's the original Elizabeth. Just change her name to Tilda. Skill points, god damn. Infiltrating at the max muster. All that remains. Holy shit. I forgot that there was... I completely forgot this part of the map existed, I'm not gonna lie.
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world.
Really?
Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
The lenses. Woman reading a letter showing them death. This is also so cool. Music. Is Jeremiah lamenting the destruction of Jerusalem? Okay. Did I forget something? Examine the art. There's more art I'm not aware of. Oh, that's why I have to examine it. God damn it. Can I examine this? Nope.
My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Really? But how?
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
Interesting.
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her,
I'm not sure I'm supposed to show this on stream.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn.
And why can't Selene and Endymion be together?
Selene took a vow of chastity, promising to never take a lover. So when she fell in love with Endymion, she could only visit him at night while he slept.
But then wouldn't she be breaking that vow?
Think of it as a forbidden love. Though circumstance keeps them apart, still they find a way to come together, however briefly.
Aren't Selene and Endymion cold?
Perhaps we should move on to another piece. Shall we move on?
She's like, bitch, why are you asking stupid questions?
Why do you keep the forgery?
I've always enjoyed studying the two side by side. Both painters capture light, color, and perspective. But what makes one a masterpiece and the other simply an imitation?
The forgery looks sharper.
Good eye. The details are crisp, the contrast bold. It tells us more, and yet we feel less.
What's in the letter?
Who can say? What does the painting tell you?
She's concerned. Whatever's written in the letter troubles her. Burden she can't put down.
Fascinating.
Just making sure you guys aren't hearing these stories.
Why go through so much effort to make a fake masterpiece?
The forger initially painted under his own name, but found little success. His work was considered unremarkable. But when he took on the guise of Vermeer, suddenly it was celebrated as extraordinary.
But it was a lie. And he knew it.
Sometimes we struggle to glean what is real and imagined, even within ourselves.
I'm starting to like it.
The irony of these two is that Vermeer died in obscurity. He had no idea his work would become some of the most precious, most copied, most preserved pieces in all history.
Really big candles.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
About Jeremiah. If he knew his home would be destroyed, why didn't he save the people? Why save those relics?
He tried, but no one would listen to his warning, so he saved what he could.
But how did he know?
He was a prophet. He saw an army invade and destroy the city in a vision.
So it's more like he calculated which side would win a battle.
Yeah.
What matters is that he was right in the end. If not for him, all those wonders would have been lost forever. At least this way, some part of his world survived. You know what I like the most about this piece? Even though he's the sole survivor, his home in ruins, left with only the remnants of his world.
Okay.
The light keeps the shadows at bay.
There's still hope.
Precisely. Take as long as you like. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Works of art such as these can often cause us to look inwards at our own lives.
But how do you
I'm
question
sorry
yourself
about
like
your
that?
friend. Had I been able to intervene, I would have. But the risk of losing you as well was too great.
Everything went by in a blur. I couldn't get to him.
You know, long before holograms and focus recordings, people relied on art to memorialize their loved ones. Because of works like this painting, their lives are immortalized. Rembrandt had 4 children by his wife. All but Titus died shortly after she gave birth to them. She passed not long after that. Titus became the only family Rembrandt had.
That's actually sad.
Which is why he painted him this way.
It's fucked up.
Indeed. Then tragedy struck again. Disease claimed Titus at 26. It's almost as if Rembrandt painted the future, closing in on him. Rembrandt actually painted several portraits of Titus, but this one has always been my favorite. It's honest.
What do you mean?
In others, Titus was portrayed in brighter, livelier states, but here, Rembrandt allows himself to express his true feelings. Sorrow, fear, hope, love. Laid bare on canvas for all time. I see this one resonates deeply with you.
This one looks to be my favorite.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, By
You
far
love a
the
lot of
most
Rembrandt.
famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world.
The militia. They look disorganized.
Where others painted such scenes in a stiff and stationary manner, Rembrandt chose to show them in action, preparing to march. He wanted them to feel alive. You can almost hear the commotion.
Who's the girl in the painting?
Where's the girl?
She's a strange one, isn't she? Bathed in light, though no one is paying attention to her. Many believe she's a symbol of the militia. A physical manifestation of their spirit, if you will.
But she's not real?
What's real in a painting? She's meant to represent the militia's virtue and victory. But I like to think they underestimate her. She looks as if she's seen something. What does she know? What secrets does she keep? There's so much detail to take in, isn't there?
There's more, something.
The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Where is the ship going?
To a faraway land, most likely. My ancestors used ships like these to explore the world, sometimes at great cost.
What were they looking for?
Anything of value. They were traders willing to face unknown dangers to make their fortunes. But no matter how far they went, they always turned their sails home.
So this Van de Velde only painted ships?
It was his specialty. Following in the footsteps of his father, Willem the Elder. The two had quite a journey of their own, taking them all the way to the court of a foreign kingdom.
Did they ever come home?
No, but eventually their lives worked it. Take your time.
That's basically a sign to speed it up.
Stunning, isn't it?
What is that?
Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
If this ewer was a memorial, how did you end up with it?
As the Pharaoh's swarm closed in, my homeland's greatest museum gave it to me, along with many other works, in the hope that I could preserve them. A masterpiece like this was too important to lose to history. I even considered bringing it with me off-world to ensure its safety.
Why didn't you?
I took a calculated risk. This vault seemed more secure than the unknowns of space. Besides, I thought someday I might return. A long life, after all, has its advantages. Now, lo and behold, here I am. Exquisite, isn't it?
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I should move on. She's pulling out her own hair. Madness out of grief? It's hard to watch her suffer.
This our new base. climb up.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge.
Okay.
Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
What choice do we have?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back.
I want to know what
So
happened
made
to
you suddenly
Zenith,
turn on them?
to Sirius.
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To
what?
be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere.
Yeah, she discovered that.
Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge.
Yo, Ranch, how you doing,
With
man?
that
Welcome to the
and
machine.
Gaia.
Casio.
We could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
To see Snowman to see Taka.
wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tanakh, the capital.
We're gonna have to stop her.
When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. but it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
The nuke?
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields.
Oh.
Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me.
I'm good, bro. How's stuff with you? It's pretty good, you know. So far, I'm so good, mashallah. You know, I'm happy. And am I tired? Yeah, I am tired. Came from a 9-hour work day, and now it's midnight here. I'm probably gonna play an hour more, 45 minutes more, you know, then go to sleep. So yeah, we got a time zone difference here. But yeah, how about you, man? How was school? How was madrasa? How was everything? Hopefully, you didn't get in trouble today.
You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way, one that only I know about, while Silence and my friends are busy battling each other. We'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
But you're sacrificing the clans.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging.
By the way, don't forget to like
Gaia.
the stream, you know? I'm trying to reach 5 likes.
Time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Oh, but you don't want to know about school, bro. Come on, tell me. What if you're comfortable, tell me.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her.
Womp womp.
She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe.
Sometimes Eloy is too emotional.
I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being
die in space?
Has always been paramount to me.
Alright, what's happening with you, bro? Last block chilling in science, get called to the office through the PA. Yeah, I thought our group chat got leaked again, but then when I pulled up to the office, the principal was like, we're taking you out of French and switching you to Spanish 9. Oh, come on, tabarnak. Oh, see. It was not me. It was not me. I did not do anything. Okay. Now you're gonna learn Spanish. How do you say stuff in Spanish? You see, tabarnak in Spanish, you just created a new word. Tabarranca. No, that's Italian. What am I doing? But you just invented another word.
Why did you?
But
make
did
the
they tell you why they're taking you out of
like
French? I'm guessing it's because of those swear
house
words.
As a shelter to weather any storm, a safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life.
No, I agree with that.
A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed.
Yeah, I want to know why.
But you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, We spent decades building a new home.
Mm-hmm.
The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it.
But what happened?
It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event.
Yeah.
We knew of
Earthquake?
instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time.
Really? The rest of
We
you
set
died.
course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
I kind of get that. Bro, because I failed the place. Oh, you failed the place. Okay, so at least it's not because I taught you some bad words. But they're like, either take it again or the Fojo Spanish too. I was like, fuck it. Me and I don't understand the bullcrap words, bro. Oh man, listen. The one that I'm teaching you, they're mostly
What
Quebec
exactly is your
culture
plan
thing,
to sneak into
they're
the
not
Zenith
part
base?
of the French. Well, they are part of the language.
We will make use of a
but
lesson.
language changes based on where you are. French from France, French from Northern Africa, the Arab countries, French from the other part of other African countries, French from Quebec, French from Vancouver, completely different.
I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
So basically
The
created
ones
a new
working with
clan.
Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Scary shit, man. Bro, remember when I couldn't get the questions? I wrote, I love Mrs. Reader for every single... Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man. And what do you mean by what do you say? What exactly you're asking? I don't think I got the question. I'm sorry.
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle.
She's gonna die.
And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside.
It's the price of war, Aloy. You gotta
My old
accept
focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When...
What do you say? Listen, if you answered I love Miss Reader in every single question, I have nothing else to say, man. Other than tabarnak, you failed, bro.
We encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab. Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation.
Listen, I'm pretty sure if I do the placement test right now, I'm gonna fail. I already passed my French exams and everything. I do not want to do it again.
After your dramatic
Hated that
escape. Bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric
Difficult for
assumed
no
you were
reason.
dead and gave up the hunt.
In order to get my college degree in accounting, I had to pass a French exam, which is kind of stupid, but I had to. Thank God I passed first try, but it was by the barest of margins.
When the others were busy, I returned to the
Even though I
lab
was
and
raised here,
searched for any trace
and I
of
speak
you.
French fluently, it's
That's
just
when
difficult.
I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
Yeah, she
If you
said.
like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city.
Really?
Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived.
Is she Dutch?
My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we?
Outcast.
You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
So she was a spy.
You were a spy?
Yeah, called it.
More like a service
Jesus.
one could turn to for information. I had to remain
You're following
anonymous,
elections
of
from
course,
Pakistan?
to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity,
MC, what's the result are?
Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
Pakistan election 2024. What's happening here? I thought I could follow it. Live results. Well, that's what I want to know. They really think we are stupid, huh? 555 for each party? Really? And of course Nawaz Sharif is winning at Punjab. Okay, yeah, he's not gonna win. Imran Khan, you're gonna stay in jail, unfortunately, because of the rigging.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later.
Hey,
that-
listen. the words you just said, presidency and governments are bullshit in such a country. This quote is gonna live on in the future. One day, 1,000 years from now, presidency and government are bullshit in such a country, said by the philosopher Ranch.
I realized that
it's actually great
they
words,
only
man.
intended
Great
to
words.
bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in. Pharaoh's machines were devouring.
No one gives a
the
fuck about voting when
so
they don't
I
have food on
accepted
the yeah, true,
Farzine's
true.
invitation
But apparently,
to birth on the Odyssey.
this was a historic turnout this time.
I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were. Certainly. It wasn't until we were off planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality.
Basically,
They built a
laziness.
colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality.
Hey, shit, they're calling out the VR.
It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again.
Accountant happily
This time
ate all the food.
eons to
Hey,
consider
hey,
my
hey,
mistakes.
hey. Watch your mouth.
Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Farzine's original vision. A better future for humanity.
Okay, I'm getting tired of the dialogue. Can we finish this already? I'm doing this for the lore
So
because I
you
want to know
knew
what's happening actually.
Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination.
Yeah, of course. I'm the one who
your
finished all
moral
the food.
compass.
Come on, I'm
You've
not that fat.
managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was
Honey garlic, elephant ribs, dino
Distant?
leg piece.
Aloof?
Dino leg piece.
Not aloof. Not exactly.
God damn, bro.
It was a summit in Paris.
I'm not
about
even 30
machine
yet.
Learning, a touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down
Listen,
on
man, I'm just like
AIs.
the Zeniths in the game. I'm
Liz gave
greedy with
the
food.
keynote address.
You have food, I eat it.
She had already achieved great renown for
I
her
wouldn't
work
even
in
ask.
automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system
Man,
that
that's your
wouldn't
breakfast,
just
man,
act on
I'm
its
dead, bro.
programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
to care about life, not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her
Hey,
something.
listen, man.
I didn't want to be a
Behave,
pest, so
or
I
I'm gonna call you principal.
planned my approach carefully.
And he's gonna tabarnak you.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee.
Okay.
She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted.
So
It was
nice
only
person.
halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity.
Yeah.
So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead.
So she knew the spy.
I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for
Can
our friendship.
the prince behave?
She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
बाज आजा bro. Yes, Friday को पता चल जाएगा. When you get a call from the principal. Ranch, what did you say to Mr. Capital Lee? Did you call him fat as fuck boy?
No, I call Roar and the Tanakh.
And we're switching it from Spanish to German.
Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe.
Well, rest in peace, tribe.
There has to be another way.
No, that's the only way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible.
You're gonna learn niche language.
Wait.
Frankfurt.
The data channel.
Wonderwaf.
It still exists, doesn't it?
Nine.
I need you to open it.
I'm
Let
probably
me talk to
butchering
Beta.
German right now. Probably cringe.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tanakh survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
What is that? Holy shit, what's happening to her? The real question, Capital D. Okay, what's my favorite dipping sauce? Ranch.
What are they doing to her?
Ranch, and there's a sauce from Pizza. I forgot the name. It's a very delicious sauce, creamy garlic cream,
Virtual
something like that.
reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long.
I'm not sure. This is better. I'm not.
No.
I'm not supposed to. I'm too old to be doing this.
for
But
you.
why the fuck?
I promise. Okay. I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
I haven't done this in a long time.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Hey, listen.
Have a choice.
Hey, proper French.
Will be
Hopefully
his
you didn't
only
use
option.
Google Translate.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Oh, AC 130.
Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you.
Got kind for that back in grade 8. What the hell is that?
The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When.
They're already clashing. They are already clashing.
Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay, we'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Might have something here. Interesting.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Really? Just drop down, please. I don't know how to get there. Okay, no worries. Or not? Let's test the theory. I'm gonna go here. Save. Seem friendly. They're not friendly. Get out of there. I thought they were in my base, so they would be friendly. But they're not. Who? Hey, I see you found my name, huh? Probably, where did you see the name? How do you find the name, bro? Let me know. I know the first name, but how did you find my last name? That's what I'm curious about. sad atmosphere.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can I get one damn minute
Yes, that's
to
where I
mourn
live.
my friend?
I live there, 69 Tabana Avenue.
Is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia.
That's where I live.
We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kutalo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Something like that. So.
By the way, मेरा नाम कैसे पता चला दूसरा name? Ehtisham, I know it's in the description. Munawar, did you go through Instagram or something?
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well...
You're a great guy, Ehtisham. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know.
Listen, inshallah, we will, if I
Stand
ever
with
visit
Hikaru.
Vancouver,
And keep an eye on the
we'll
sky.
do that. No worries. But
strike true as the
उससे
gun.
पहले मनुदा से मेरा नाक मतलब मुनव्वर किंच पता चली आई.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
All right, I like the
Ready.
music. It's getting
And when you're ready, meet me outside the
it's
east
getting
exit.
exciting.
I'd like to have a word in private.
Private, huh? Privacy रख रही है.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. Zombie.
Oh, you genuinely make me laugh. Oh, मेरा तरस. Oh shit, my head. Oh, you make me lose oxygen, bro. Oh fuck. Oh shit, you got me good. You got me good. I'm a taras. Hala. Okay, what? Do I want a dialogue now? Oh, what is this? Oops.
Well, now I know where metal flowers come from. A last-ditch effort to stop the Pharaoh plague. Demeter must have started distributing them after it took refuge in the greenhouse.
Maybe I can upgrade some shit.
I'm glad I could help Zoe fix the land gods. She never gave up on them.
Yeah, we
Because
all
of
laugh,
her,
Yola.
Plain Song's fields will bloom again.
You gotta help do some chores. What do you mean? Gotta help do some chores. You still haven't answered my question, bro. Come on. Can I hit that? Okay, that's not opening. Okay. Wings of the 10. Oh, you're gonna come back? Okay, come back. I'll come back. But I'm gonna end the stream right now. It's a short stream today, you know. It's almost 3 hours. I'm extremely tired.
If the nuke can survive freezing, so can I.
I'm just gonna call it a day. at night. For me, it's almost night. Go do your chores, bro. Ranch, go do your chores. And yeah, have a nice day, a great night, and a good afternoon. And that's something ना कि पता चले वरना मैं मामे लोग तेरे पीछे पेच हैं.